petition from a constituent of mine named Hajia Zainab Abdulmalik. With your permission, I'll proceed to read a synopsis, please. Thank you. The petitioner is a constituent named Hajia Zainab Abdulmalik, and she petitions against the wanton and illegal demolition of her property and oppression, harassment, and victimization of her person and family by the governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, and his government. She alleges that her ordeal began following the decision of her husband, Alhaji Abdulmalik Taina, and his decision to resign his appointment as the Director General of Kogi State Land Bureau following political and social differences with the governor. That immediately after his resignation, the governor christened his wife, Hajia Zainab's property, situate at the center of Okene, and is an Islamic school. He therefore mentioned it to be an ISWAP militants camp, and ordered officials of the state government to demolish the property. Hajia Zainab and her family now live in great fears for their lives and safety. She alleges that unofficial agents constantly trail her life and her family's life, harass and torment them, and that her husband has miraculously survived an abduction in the hands of the government. She now petitions for the Senate's intervention in the belief that the Senate will investigate the matter, order a restitution of her property being demolished, and abatement of the torment that she and her members of her family have been subjected to as a consequence of her husband's decision to resign as an appointee of the governor and the state. With your kind permission, I will proceed to lay the petition.
Is there any legal...
With your permission? Mr. President, with your permission, can I read?
Your mic.
Mr. President, with your permission, may I read 41 and 51?
Well, I think we are familiar with that order. Those two orders. You may give a synopsis of the reason for your order.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, the motion is about the abduction of school children, teachers, and toddlers in Orire local government area of Ogbomoso, Oyo State, that occurred on the 15th of this month, which we really want to bring to the notice of the Senate, whatever help.
Distinguished senators, Senator leadership yesterday to ask that he be allowed, seeking the indulgence of this August Senate, to be allowed to table this motion, which is well known to us. You know, the matter is well known to us about the adoption of school children and some teachers in his senatorial zone. By tradition, when such an occurrence occurs, senators normally bring that to the floor to look at the case, sympathize, and prefer solution to such incidents, to such incidences. So, is it the view of the Senate that he should be allowed? Do you indulge him to bring forward this motion? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those are against say nay. The ayes have it. So,
to ably scan this motion, ably moved by my brother Badam Lapatai. But President, my concern here is story of abduction or kidnapping are not new to this chamber. They have come repeatedly, and discussions were held, including a seminar on this very menace of abduction and kidnapping in our country. Mr. President, my answer is that we need to fine-tune our plans and actions with regard to this issue of kidnapping and abduction of innocent Nigerians across the entire country. It is just an Kwara or whatever. It has already been a problem, a national problem across the entire nation now. There could be kidnapping anywhere in Nigeria. But what are we doing wrong now that what we need to do right? What question do we need to ask ourselves so that this issue can be brought to final end and real end? Because we can do it as a nation. I believe we can do it. Merely talking about it, making headlines, doesn't solve the problem. There should be a constructive action and plan forward for us to overcome this menace in our dear country. Mr. President, we had enough of these stories about this banditry kidnapping in our country. It's now a matter of years and years and years. And now it is expanding. Initially, it was just in a few elements of the southeast. It took up to maybe northeast, northwest, north central. Now it is the entire, it is now the entire country. Mr. President, I think this chamber needs to again reconvene solely with the idea or the intention of finding a solution to this menace, And we pass our resolve or resolutions to the executive arm for action. But, Mr. President, enough is enough. It's high time that this issue is brought to an end. Otherwise, it is now becoming a profession by some young people who are jobless. And the more we allow it to continue, the more it expands to the level that we can no longer stop it. I so submit, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, please. Thank you.
Senatorial District. Mr. President, I have no doubt in my mind that the recent events of abductions, kidnappings, killings, and massacres have woken so many Nigerians from the slumber, the sleep. And as leaders today, this National Assembly has this most important responsibility to ensure that there is protection of lives and property of Nigerians. There is nothing today more important to Nigerians than protecting them. Mr. President,